Hi everyone, this is Caravan, TPAC coach at Bearden High School, and wanted to go over a couple of the highlights on Dog Day. For those of you who have never been a part of our Dog Day, this is where we hand out our computers to students, we collect the required paperwork, and collect student technology fees, parking passes, yearbook pictures, just kind of an all-inclusive registration process. So as we look at these, please remember that I sent out a link to sign up to work one shift. I will send that link out again, but it was sent via email. Please make sure you're arriving at your station on time, and you'll notice here that I've given you my cell phone number. So if you can't find a teacher who's in charge of a station, please, please, please do not hesitate to call me or text me, and I will get to you as soon as I possibly can. Want to also make sure that you're not leaving your station ahead of time until someone is there to replace you. So please make sure that you're waiting around for that next person. Maybe they took a bathroom break or were finishing a snack, but make sure that you wait until that next person gets there. On those Dog Day shifts, there are 4 total shifts, as you'll see here. Tuesday, August 7th, that morning, I want to remind you, we have freshman and new student orientation. That's being coordinated by Miss Edsel from 8:30 to 12 o'clock, which means if you're one of those freshman teachers, you may not want to sign up for that initial shift because we need our volunteers in place and ready to go at 11:20. We are going to have kind of a staggered start, so we won't have the full amount of kids coming through that 11:30 shift, just to kind of make sure our process is flowing. And then on Wednesday, we will finish that up. School releases at 12 o'clock, so students will start lining up at 12:15 to begin that process. If you have fourth block plan, that might be a really great time for you to jump in on that first shift on Wednesday so that you know that you're going to be in place and you've had time to eat lunch and things like that. I realize in the past we've given PD credit for that shift since it does go after hours, so we would be looking at 3:45 to 5:15, but unfortunately we cannot give PD credit for that. I am trying to think through a creative incentive otherwise. This is just a brief map showing you the flow, and obviously we're still around 5 days out, so this could potentially change, but ultimately our students will enter from the Hall of Memories like they did last year. They will check in here where they get a passport. Every little blue dot you see is a volunteer. We'll check to make sure they don't owe any tech fines. If they do owe any tech fines, we're going to come right back here to that table and pay those. If we don't have money to pay those tech fines, we're going to have a conversation there to figure out how to get that balance down. Once they have completed that, they'll come over to Station 2 where they will be dropping off their tech agreement, their medical form, and release to publish. Then we'll head into the cafeteria and get a yearbook picture taken. We'll enter through that little side door in the cafeteria over into the bottom level of the library where if they have not done so already, they will pay their student or technology fee. A lot of our students have paid that online this year. They have been asked to bring that receipt with them on their phone to show that. Once that student technology fee is paid, they will go to the upper level of the library where they will sit with an IT technician. That IT technician will have the teacher run to the, not literally run, but go to the IT office, pick up the student's computer, bring it back. The IT technician will inspect it along with the student and record anything that they would like to. And then they will exit that library door. Once they've exited the library, we're going to have a couple of directors out here who will be directing our students next to Ms. Cernovsky's room. She has graciously allowed us to use her space for our students to log in and go through that setup process on the computer. A lot of our students have inactive accounts, therefore their passwords are going to have to be reset, and so we'll also have some teacher parent volunteers in there to help that process. Once students have logged onto their computer and we know their passwords are active, they are going to head over to the business hallway. Station 7 is where they'll turn in that passport. I'll show you that passport later on, but it's ultimately where at each station they will get initials. They'll turn in their passport here, and then if there are still parking passes left and they are a junior or senior and eligible to buy, they will stop here at the old parking pass table. And next thing is to exit the commons area. Guys, if you all have any questions, you'll receive this PowerPoint at a later date. We are going to have a help desk this year, and I'm excited about this. These are for those just general questions about the start of school. Parents, volunteers, teacher volunteers, students are going to be there to provide support. This is a huge endeavor. We could not do this without you all. It definitely protects our instructional time with students by doing this on the front end, so we do appreciate your support in making this an efficient process for everyone.